Football from Yard, the People's Channel.
Greetings Football from Yard Massive, a short update once again. The Reggae Youths had their first major stumble of the CONCACAF Under 20 tournament. Jamaica was on the wrong end of a 5-0 shellacking from host nation Honduras. In a game played on a mud bowl with patches of grass, Jamaica's defense looked vulnerable throughout the encounter, and Honduras, despite giving up a lot of possession, looked dangerous almost every time they got close to the Jamaican 18-yard box. Coach Marcel Gale made a couple of adjustments to his starting lineup against Costa Rica, going with a possession-oriented lineup for this one. His defense was unchanged, with goalkeeper Boyce-Clarke and defenders Luke Badley Morgan, Romain Blake, Tariq Zimenez, and Lamont Rochester retaining their places. There was one change in midfield, with holding midfielder Malachi Douglas making way for attacking midfielder Kobe Thomas, who joined Duncan McKenzie and captain Christopher Pearson. Speedsters Devonte Campbell and Tyler Roberts once again started on the flanks, and the gigantic Jamari Clark replaced Zion Scarlett as the striker. Although the team had a lot of possession in the first half, the Hondurans created more danger. Unlike Jamaica, who focused on building up the attack, the Hondurans played in a manner more suitable to the field conditions, advancing the ball quickly to deep positions on the Jamaican flanks, running past stumbling Jamaican defenders, and then getting off shots on goal. This sequence happened repeatedly, and the Hondurans were able to capitalize with goals in the 3rd and 35th minute. Jamaica had its fair share of opportunities to score in the first half, but were unable to capitalize. To add insult to injury, Lamont Rochester received his marching orders at the end of the first half for fouling the Honduran attacker on a breakaway to goal. The second half was much of the same, except amplified by the fact that Jamaica had a one-player deficit. Another 4 goals went into the back of the net, and substitute left-back Louis Watson was lost due to injury. Going forward, Coach Marcel Gale's biggest challenge is to find the appropriate lineup for the final match, given that a left-back may not be available, and some players have already logged heavy minutes in a short period of time. As is natural after any heavy defeat, a lot of questions will be asked of the coaching staff and their approach to the game. Gale, who typically sets up his club team with hard-tackling midfielders in the centre of the park, decided to use 3 attacking players in the centre of the park for this one, resulting in inadequate defensive support from the midfield. Substitute Chad James once again looked like a live wire and should probably be in the starting lineup. The bright spot for the youngsters is that they only need a draw in their final group match against Antigua on June 22nd to secure the 3rd place in the group and qualification for the round of 16. While the Antiguan team does have a couple dangerous players and have recruited a number of players from overseas academies, the Jamaican squad has the players needed to achieve the required result. There are no guarantees in the world, but if results go as expected in the other groups, and Jamaica is able to secure the 3rd place in its group, the 2-win path required in the knockout stage to qualify for the semifinals would avoid both Mexico and the United States. With that said, that's probably looking too far ahead. Right now, the players need to regroup and correct some of the simple things that have been hampering them. Also, some of the players don't seem to have the required footwear for the current conditions. That needs to be figured out as soon as possible. As for the coaching staff, they need to start getting comfortable with making uncomfortable choices. Respect once more. Linkage next time.